history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Joined by our NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Huard. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go from Lambeau. Return starts at the 3. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual threat young Daniels.
Jaden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. While there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jaden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel, when to run it, and he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Robinson on the inside give. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
Big man up front says, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Forced out to his work, and they get to him as he was trying to make something.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3 and out to begin a ball game. To send them off the field to really add that extra. By backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3 and out.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Brushes him off with ease. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
It took Jordan Love a little while for him to get his chance to start in the NFL. He had to watch Aaron Rodgers for a number of years, but guess what? Aaron had to watch Brett, and it paid huge dividends. And it sure looks like Jordan Love, to start his career, is doing the same. He didn't just watch Aaron Rodgers. He worked on his game. He developed it for 3 years. And when he got his chance, he sure looked like a young star in the position.
Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ready. From the 38. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Here we go. Putting the tight end in motion. From the 45 on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. Continuing to dig. He's inside the 25. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They stick with Jacobs. Broke through the tackle. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here we go.
Love on 3rd and short. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Manis on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Back out run the Commanders for their 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening scripts yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback. We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates get to see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Let's go now.
Now Daniels off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dude down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
It's a new set of down.
That's a hit stick for life. Hit stick for life. Stick for life. It's stick for life.
Let's go now.
They send a man in motion. First down throw. Here's Love. Puts his body on the line, and he got it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Packers. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers pull out in front further, 13-zip. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here we go. Out of the gun, Daniels. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They have it on 2nd and short. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset. Probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Daniels on 1st down. Gets him on the in route. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He breaks the tackle, and he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Packers pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Let's go.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ready. Cut.
Love avoids the sack. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic.
Oh.
Hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain, brought down by Quay Walker. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Jair Alexander with the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Daniels. Chased out to his right. He's running with it.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
3rd and short, Daniels. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Oh, he nearly coffin cornered that one. Just a little too far, and it's out of the side of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. Brought in inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 20-zip lead. Jayden Reed the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because it only took him a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them, the guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21. On now is McManus to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back now, pressure on its way. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Another turnover. This time it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Ball at the 33.
Jair. Alexander. Jair. Alexander.
Set, ready. Ready?
Love out of the shotgun. This one taken in by Kraft. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
On the set.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Ready.
From the 42. He's got Watson. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Love from the gun. He puts some power on a deep one left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Love to throw again. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Ready up. Let's go now. Ready, ready.
Shotgun now for Love. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Set.
He'll throw it yet again. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Mike Sandler still makes the play. And the Commanders take possession of the football at their own 20 after the turnover. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, okay? We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Here we go. Set.
On first down, here's Daniels. Escapes. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And they cover it, but dangerously close to that goal line. They're set up at their own 5. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
Ready.
Trying again, following the sack. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. That was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed is the difference.
Nothing for them there. Maybe 1 yard. That's going to be fourth down. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their third and final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's asked to punt and sends this flying. The return begins on their side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And the Packers have a short field in front of them as they take over.
Ready.
Thrown on first down, Love. Completes this one to Dontavion Wicks. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
They've run this 12-yard out route cadence combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
The drive picks up here, first and 10.
Let's go. Punt.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Gets this one to Watson. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo. And that ball is zipping all over the field.
So here he is, getting a second field goal look at the half. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. And the kick by Folk is good. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off the deficit before halftime. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they're ready to begin their drive. From the gun, it's Daniels. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. First and 10 from the 45.
Come on. Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Now Daniels to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Piniero's kick is good. And that lowers the lead to 21.
Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. chooses to bring this one out. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Come on, set.
Throwing it just before halftime. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. That's halftime here in Green Bay. The Cheeseheads with plenty to cheer about as their Packers have the lead. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was the Packers' leading man, quarterback Jordan Love, who turned in a solid performance in that first half. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters, as his guys have built a sizable lead here at the break.
Jaden Reed to return this. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number 1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
He's trying to push the field. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Play fake, it's Love. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
Set, ready.
They're going for this. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it inside the 25. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find payday.
McMahon is there to tack on the point after. And the Packers continue piling on to this lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's on the turf. Ball's out. He lost it. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to... bring in the fumble they just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know, man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Trying for the deep ball. Try connected with Brown, but it's intercepted. And the Packers get it back with a nice return to boot. Down inside the 30.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The Packers all set to get back out there. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
Ready, break.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Center. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, that's a run that's all hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Love now to throw. Toward the sideline and caught by Reed. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Here we go.
They'll run. Jacobs takes it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the interception into points. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers grow their lead yet again. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And this is going to be far from the only time these replays will be on the screen over the next week, Brock, but they're not going to enjoy watching them. Have not taken care of the football, and this looks a whole lot like teaching tape for this defense.
Kate, think of all the great defenses over the last 50, 60 years. The 85 Bears, I think of the Seahawks and the Legion of Boom. 39 takeaways in their Super Bowl title winning year. Elite defenses have games just like this one where they take the ball away over and over and over and over again.
This is ahead for about 5. Jair Alexander with the stop. Offense to the line for second down. From the 31. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route to Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here we go.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Staying with Robinson. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
An option give to Robinson. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Come on.
Daniels now. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. On the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. They'll run the draw with Robinson. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force the throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty. He Coffin cornered it well. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. The Packers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Cut for big yards on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st down throw. Here's Love. He lets one fly deep downfield. This is brought in at the 15. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers linking the lead at the end of the 3rd. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Now, I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers tack on 7 more to their lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd.
Here we go.
They send a tight end in motion. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Packers take their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Motion man left is Brown. On 2nd down, Robinson. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the 1st. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Commanders with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the 4th. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here we go. Start.
2nd and 13. Wow, it's free again! And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. And this is a huge loss on the play.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well, yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down the distance.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he... But then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over.
Let's go.
They go counter, it's Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders take over after returning it inside the red zone.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game. He's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Daniels on first down. Getting out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Hits him on the out route. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Eckler. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. A toss now to Robinson. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Daniels back to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Seibert's kick is up and good. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Nixon now to return it. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Reaches the 30. And he's finally out. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you can feel it emanating from it. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Ready?
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They stick with Jacobs. Punches it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers continue adding on to that lead. now is McManus to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Commanders set to take over. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
Here's Daniels. Flush down now to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Ready.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Ready.
Daniels. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Put a gold star on the grade sheet for that defensive coverage, even with plenty of time to throw it. That defense never gave the QB a lane to complete it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Check white. Set. Ready.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
And he's going to be tackled after getting it up to the 28. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. Takes the handoff, now Love. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Here we go.
They'll run for it. Jacobs. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the 1st.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Going run again with Jacobs. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. And he's going to go out of bounds. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Give him 5 yards. Things looking good. 2nd and goal now from the 2. Jacobs. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Packers are running them out of the building. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And they'll continue adding to their lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Daniels from the pistol. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, here's Daniels. It's taken in by Eckler. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. So this is a Packers win. And we didn't need to reach the closing stages of the game for this one to be over. They had things decided and fans heading for those exits well before the clock reached zeros here in the 4th. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.